In this video, I'm going to talk you through all the steps to sew a pair of climbing pants. These pants are durable and with a wide and comfortable fit. I've been using them for years and I'm really happy with them. For the fabric, I recommend using a twill fabric made of 100% natural fibers like cotton or lyocell. Remember to pre-wash the fabric before you start sewing. It tends to shrink after the first wash. First, place the cut pattern pieces on your fabric and trace them. Always align the pattern vertically along the fabric's grain line. Don't forget to mark some reference points for the pockets. Now it's time to cut the pattern. Use your sewing machine's buttonhole tool to create the holes for the belt. Adjust the tool to match the belt width. Fold the diagonal side of the pocket by 1 cm, then fold it again by 1 cm to double it. Secure them with pins. Fold the other two sides by 1 cm . Leave the final side unfolded as it will be sewn into the side seam of the pants. Sew the diagonals of the pockets with a double stitch. Attach the pockets to the pants using the reference marks you made earlier. Sew them on with two seams. Add an additional seam 7.5 cm from the top of the panel to secure the top of the pocket. Place the right sides of the two front panels together. Do the same with the back panels. Sew them together, leaving a 2 cm seam allowance. To make a flat fillet seam, maybe there are better ways to make it, but this way has worked well for me. Trim 12 mm from the left front panel seam allowance. Fold and pin to create the flat fillet seam. Repeat for the back panels, trimming the left side. Sew two seams on the front and back. use a thicker thread for durability. Pin the right sides of the front and back panels together. Sew with a 2 cm seam allowance. Press the seam allowances flat with an iron . Trim one side and prepare for the flat fellet seam as before. Finish the outer seam edges with a zigzag stitch or overlock if you didn't do it before. Pin the sides together and sew, leaving a 1 cm seam allowance. Flatten the seam allowances with an iron. Now it's starting to look like a pair of pants. You will need a 3 cm wide elastic band. Wrap it around your waist with the desired tension. In my case, it measures 58 cm. Divide the band into 4 equal sections and mark them. With the pants inside out, pin the start of the elastic band to the seam, leaving a 1 cm seam allowance at the top. Sew the beginning of the elastic band to secure it, then sew around, pulling the band as you go. Repeat for each quarter. sew the end to the start of the band. Once the elastic is in place, flip the 1 cm seam allowance over the elastic and sew. Flip the elastic band fully and sew again to encase it. At this point, you can add some extra stitches here and here to strengthen the pockets. Open the belt holes you made earlier. Use a safety pin to thread the belt through the waistband. Pass the belt through the buckle and sew it to the right side of the pants. Sew the belt into the pants fabric with a stitch like this. For the left side of the strap, pass it through the buckle and into the top part of the pocket. Open the stitches on the pocket to use it as a belt loop. To determine the strap length, fully stretch the waistband to measure. Cut the strap, leaving room for a double folded end. Burn the edge. Folding it twice, pin and sew. Finally, adjust the length of the pants to your preference. Fold the hem by 1 cm. Then fold it again by 2.5 cm and sew. Congrats! If you've made it this far, it probably means that you successfully created your own pair of climbing pants. I hope you enjoyed the process and I would love to see your results. See you in the mountains!